Hey guys, welcome back to yet another unboxing video. Today I have another package from Nintendo of America. This is a controller that I didn't think I was going to be able to get because it's being scalped like crazy, for one. And for two, I just don't really like the N64 that much, but I have never honestly given the N64 a chance with an actual controller. And like I've said in the other Genesis video, the Genesis controller video, I think these are really cool collector's pieces. And I am a video game collector first and foremost, and I think that later on down the road that these reissues of these controllers, I feel like they're going to be great collector's pieces. So here we are. I love how all the boxes have uniformity too, except for the Genesis controller. For some reason, they didn't make the Genesis controller look just like the other three. But I do like how it's just a normal red box with, you can see, like, it makes it really great for displaying too. Like, when you put it on a shelf and you just look at them all three together, it just looks really cool. Let's open her up and take a gander at what's inside. Having a little bit of issue here getting the actual controller out of the box, but here we are. This is actually the first time I've probably ever held a brand new N64 controller. The controllers that I always ever used were my friends, and the thumbsticks were always destroyed. There's that USB Type-C controller cable that I have literally hundreds of now because I've ordered all these controllers. So that one's just gonna stay in the box. I took the one out for the Genesis controller, so I'll just use that one for the rest of them. But yeah, here it is. What a time to be alive, honestly. Just the idea that these old classic controllers are coming back is really neat. I bet you a lot of younger kids this generation are probably looking at this thing like, how do you even hold that? Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of us had the same questions back then, and once you just get your hands on it, you kind of have a feel for it. I think the D-pad on this thing was hardly ever used. I can't think of a game that actually used it. So looking at the top of this thing, we have a capture button, a sync button, a home button, and ZR. I'm assuming that ZL on this controller would be the trigger button that's in the middle prong thing, whatever you want to call it. It's like the trigger button underneath the joystick. The joystick feels really good. Everything about this controller feels quality. I'm really happy that they did bring these controllers back, but it just makes me wish more that Nintendo decided to make a Nintendo 64 mini console. That would have been so great. But I want to take you guys over to the Switch now so we can check out the Nintendo Switch Easter eggs and check out all the cool noises that the Nintendo Switch Online makes when you use this controller. So let's head on over. And now that we're back on my PC on the Switch, I have my normal Pro controller hooked up to it. And let's just hear the sounds that it makes when you just use a normal controller. And then we'll plug the N64 controller in and see the sounds, or hear the sounds that it plays when you use that controller. So it's the standard same sounds that they use for every NSO, whether it be NES, Super Nintendo, or Genesis. It's the same sounds over and over. When you pick something, it's the same. It is all the same. Now let's sync up the N64 controller and listen to the sounds that it makes when you use this controller instead of a normal controller for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so now that we're back in the N64 online stuff, this is what it looks like when you actually use the N64 controller. And if you look at the top left up there, you can see my icon has a little N64 icon next to it. I love that little detail. They did the same thing with the rest of them too, but I just think it's so neat. So when you're picking a game, it sounds like that. And if you go into the menu over here, it makes some Super Mario 64 sounds, which is pretty cool. Then when you look at the game's description, this is what it sounds like. It's also pretty cool. And then when you pick a game, this is what it sounds like. They actually also updated they updated the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection to actually work with this N64 controller also, which is pretty neat. They didn't have to do that. So now you can play the 3D All-Stars collection with the GameCube controller. You can play it with the N64 controller, and you can also play it with a normal Pro controller, which is pretty neat. I'm surprised Nintendo did something like that because they normally don't do things like that. Let's see how it feels to play this. Hopefully, I've never truly experienced Super Mario 64 with an actual Nintendo 64 controller, so maybe I'll actually enjoy this game if I use a regular N64 controller, but let's find out. I don't think my opinion on the game is going to change at all, but we'll see. Yahoo! I love the thumbstick on the N64. This one is so... it just feels good. Like, it's tight. Real nice. Any N64 controller that I've ever used has always felt just not great because they've been used to hell. I bet you people loved this when it first came out. I know people loved this when it first came out. What am I talking about? Do. That long jump feels good with the Z button. I will not lie about that. I think the reason I didn't like this game when I first played it was because I played it on the Wii U, and I had to use the Wii U Pro controller, and aside from that thing having a decent battery life, that thing is I don't like that controller. That's a terrible controller. Damn, you might catch me playing this game for a bit. Man. It feels great, honestly. The N64 controller, it feels good. I like using it. Ooh, that side jump, though. Maybe I should do a full playthrough of Super Mario 64 using an actual N64 controller. Maybe. Maybe one day. Not anytime soon, but maybe one day. Let's see Star Fox 64. Let's see how well that holds up. I have never played this with an actual N64 controller either, so this might be kind of fun. Ooh. Oh, so the ZR button is right next to the home button on this thing. I have a save state in this. I was playing it. How do you hold this controller? Are you supposed to hold it like this and then like put this hand like right here? Is that what you're supposed to do? Because my brain when I was a kid I felt like I needed to hold the controller like this. But I guess that's not how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hold it like this. This is how you're supposed to hold the thing with like a hand over here. What is the, like, this is one of the most odd controllers of all time. It's so cool that they re-released it though. I don't know. Seeing like these things come back to life after being gone for so many years, I can appreciate it. Even if I didn't grow up with it and I didn't like it, I don't like it now. I can appreciate it. Good luck. We need a new Star Fox game.
Split up and take it to him.
Take it to him. Oh, this feels cool. Well, damn. There's how you do the damn somersault move. I think. Oh, this is all range mode. Yeah. This definitely feels better on this than it does. Oh! It feels better on this than a normal controller, I'll tell you that. Oh! Alright, I don't want this video going on for too long. I can't be sitting here playing this. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm going to be playing Star Fox 64 for the rest of the night. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Leave a comment. Let me know if you actually were able to pick up the N64 controller. What are you going to play with it first? Let me know. We're still playing Luigi's Mansion over on Twitch. If you can't make it to the streams, I am uploading the streams onto YouTube, on this YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you for another video.